Alright, we're about to head out to the lake tomorrow, and we're missing one lure for one of the members of the family. We only got 3 lures, we got 4 people in the family, we need a 4th lure. And here it is. Drew it out right here. Check that out. It's gonna be small. It's gonna be more of like an ultralight crankbait. Very tiny. I don't know, that's probably about an inch right there. And once it gets sanded down, it'll be less than an inch. So let's cut this out and get it on some wood. Should be okay. Alright, let's glue them on there. I got an idea. While I have this and it's still intact, I'm gonna draw a couple of these outlines on the scales. That way I can cut it out and it'll be already in the shape of the bait. Alright. Little perps, never hurt anybody. Alright. Where's a good spot? Up here. Let's go up here. Let's cut this out. Let's just get a file on that. This is my first lipped bait, so we're gonna cut the slot for the lip. Here's the plastic. It's just some plastic that I found, I don't even know. I'm gonna use this. I have some Lexan polycarbonate, but this is thinner, so I'm gonna use this piece. Let's at least cut this out, and then we'll get the chamfers done. Alright, let's hit some chamfers on here. Just scoring a little bit of a line. Okay, we gotta remove this with the razor. It's getting a rough shape. Let's get some sandpaper to it. I'm gonna use the rotary tool to make a hole for the weight. One split shot weight. Let's see. Probably gonna have to cut it. Alright, that'll work. Baking soda and crazy glue time. Gonna cut that line. Alright, the line tie and the hook tie, it's gonna be one piece, rather simple. Let's just keep it simple, and we're just gonna bend one of the tips over. Decent fit. Look at that. Let's just glue it in there. Let's put the weight, some baking soda and glue, fill the holes, seal the bait. That was immediate, so if it wasn't centered, I couldn't do anything about it. Although it does need to get up right against it, so it kind of doesn't matter. It's gonna need to be right there anyway. Nice. Look at that. Lip and all. Hook tie, line tie. There's not gonna be a bottom hook. It's so small. We're just gonna use a treble out the back. Let's sand this thing down. Oh yeah, first we gotta seal it. Make it nice and watertight. We can even check how that'll swim right now. That lip, it didn't buff out like I wanted it to, but whatever. It's gonna be a cloudy lip. Alright, let's put some of this painter's tape over the lip. Okay, alright. Taped off, are we good? Maybe? It looks okay. Alright. Let's get that white coat. Nice. Well, here's where we are. And that's far removed from the last time you saw this thing. And that's due to the camera. I thought the camera was on. We painted it. We put the decal on the side. We got the eyes on. And all that was done. And I thought the camera was rolling. Unfortunately, it was not. So this is what we have. This is where we are. We still haven't clear coated it yet. Oh yeah, also I was trying to get the scales on there and I was heating them up with a little bit of a torch and I torched some of the lip, so I had to grind it. It got a little bit smaller. I'm hoping it's still gonna work. Glob of that. Glob of that. Get this dude coated. Wow, that's a lot. And that's not taking a lot. Cool. It's not going to take much to cover it. I left the tape on the lip. I don't know. I don't want to get too much on it, but looking at it, I should probably just cover it. Oh, this stuff's already drying. That's not good. I still have another bait to do. And there it is. Oh, that looks nice. Look at the flash on those scales. That yellow looks pretty good. That is awesome. I threw one treble hook on the back. No hook tie right here in the bottom, but we're gonna go with that. That looks really good. Looks flashy. Let's take it to the lake, see if we can get anything with it. Look at that. Beautiful. That's got some nice flash. White belly, yellow topside. We're just hoping that it works. Let's try it. We don't know yet. This is the moment of truth where, come on, mini crank. Let's see what it does. Is it sinking? I think it might be.
I think so. I don't see it on the top.
Ooh,
oh, there it is.
It's doing like a pretty big side to side thing. You know what? I don't think the lip is big enough. Or it's not weighted enough. Because it's doing like too much of a wobble. You know?
Yeah.
I think it should just be, it does kick, you can tell it kicks to the side a little bit, like the tail flutters, but it also kind of goes side to side a little bit more than I want it to. Alright, so it wanted to swim wonky, so I'm adding some weight, a little bit right there. I drilled towards the nose, on one of the sides too. It's on the bottom on the right side. You could tell it's a little bit more to one side than the other. I'm trying to correct the weight because it just wasn't swimming straight. Got a little bit more of a split shot in there. Added some weight. I'm gonna fill that with the baking soda and super glue. Hopefully that'll work. Second lead hole's all plugged up. Let's go try it out. It had some followers today. I was at the lake, tried it out a little bit, and actually broke the lip off of it. So, you know what? I like this thing so much. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna get this thing running true so it's not wobbling weird, and I'm gonna fix that lip. Let's get to it. Alright, I got it almost down to the wood. I sawed down that lip and I drilled a hole on, well, the bottom, what is that, left side? Bottom right side. Learn your right from your lefts, kids. Lefts? I put the weight on that side, hoping it'll correct the wobble. On the retrieval, the lure was sitting kind of sideways like this. I want it to sit, obviously, straight up and down. So we're gonna add the weight just to that side. Just a little bit too. A little bit of split shot weight. Got a little bit of lead in there. I'm just gonna jam it in. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. Baking soda and glue time. Hole's covered up, looks good. Let's sand this whole thing down, then we're gonna cut that lip. Alright, got that slit cut, and I drew that out. Can you see that? No, you can't. There it is. I'm gonna use the bigger one. I didn't go big enough last time, so I got this polycarbonate. Let's cut that out. Cut that out, now let's sand it. Alright, let's hit it with a base of white. Good enough. Let them dry. Then we'll put the decals on. Alright, both sides on. Looks pretty good. Nice and shiny. I'm going to give it a 5-minute epoxy coat. The spoon isn't the best receptacle for this. Make sure to put a good layer on the top. That's where I want it the thickest. So I'll let it drip that way as well. We'll let that dry, and then we'll paint the yellow stripe and a white stripe on the bottom. It's got a nice yellow line now. Might be a little low, but that's okay. I could take a little bit off with some acetone, make it a little bit higher up, just so you could see some of the silver scales. Alright, time for the lip. Let's glue it in. See what way it fits the best. I think probably just like that. Certainly is a bigger lip. That's good. Looks centered. Looks okay. I think it's time for the eyes. No. Let's see if we get a proper pour. We gotta get the same amount. Right near that lip. It's crucial. It's gotta get up in there. Let's go try it out. Looks a lot better now. Check that out. Look at that action, guys. Look at that thing kick. It's beautiful now. So true. Nice and straight. It worked. Look at that. Look at that tail kick. Yeah. This thing, that's gonna catch fish. That looks so good in the water now. The lure looks a lot better too. It just looks cleaner, the line looks cleaner, and it actually works. That's the most important part. Yeah, that thing really kicks and it's super straight. Let's catch some fish. Here we go. Are we already on? No way. We did it. Look at that. It worked already. I think that was, I don't know, second cast. I was just kind of getting the line out, but it worked. Look at that. The very first bass. It stayed on long enough, but there it is. With the lure. That's the lure that caught it. Finally worked. Awesome. First fish I've ever caught with one of my lures that I made. So good. Let's get another one. Rip it up. We're here. We're gonna see if Old Yeller can catch a fish in this creek. Let's do it. New video. Old Yeller. Come on, Old Yeller. Come on, buddy. Whew. Yes. All day with that cast. No further than that. I don't need to go any further. Come on. Come on, buddy. You could do it. You're better than Panther Martin. You're better than Panther Martin. Whew. Man, guys, can you see this action on this lure? This is the best lure that I've made, for sure. This thing has the best action. I love it. Oh no! Are we on Old Yeller? No way! Old Yeller! We got a jumper with Old Yeller. Jeez, come on! Come on! Come on! Yes! We did it, guys! No way! Old Yeller! Yes! We got it! I made that lure. Check it out. You're seeing it right there. It caught the trout.
right there with the lip rip. So good, guys. Awesome. I was just claiming how awesome the action was on this lure, and it catches a fish right there. Proved it. So good. Yes. Look at that, guys. So good. Rainbow trout. Very awesome. This thing's going back in. Go for it, buddy. Swam right away. Perfect.
Well, I guess that's what we call a success. A successful lure, successful colorway, successful wiggle on that lure. It took a while. It took a few redos of the weight as well as the painting. Man, I redid that lure, honestly, I think 3 times. The lip, everything. R&D, definitely took it back to R&D a bunch of times, but it was worth it. Not only was it able to get the fish at the lake, we got a small little tiny bass at the normal lake we go to, but we were able to take it up north and go to a brand new fishing spot I've never even been to before, and it crushed it. It got a ton of bites, hooked up only 1 time, but I was kind of scared of throwing it anymore. I got it stuck in a tree 1 time and I had to retrieve it, and I'll tell you, I probably would have swam into the creek and got that lure if I had to. It far exceeded my expectations, and that lure is just so fun to throw. I'm glad I didn't lose it, and I'm glad I got a pretty awesome lure that actually works to add to the tackle box. So here's a sneak peek of my new lure. There it was, that quick. It went by fast, and maybe you could catch it right there, or maybe not. But if not, you could see it in the next video. If you enjoyed the build to catch of Old Yeller, maybe you'll consider hitting the like button, and if you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day, and be well. Peace.